Heyo, my Cities Skylines friends, Johnny5 Alive here, more back with another episode of Cities Skylines Let's Play. And in the previous episodes, I didn't really explain too much of what I'm doing, and in between the episodes, I was tinkering with a lot of stuff and figuring some stuff out. So I want to catch you guys up to speed. So for those of you who are very new to the game, I didn't explain the residential, commercial, and industrial too well. It's very basic stuff, but industrial sector creates a lot of pollution, and it's where you get a lot of your main jobs from. And you kind of want it as far away from the residential as possible. The commercial, which is the blue stuff, is where you're going to do all your shopping. So you kind of want some in between your residential. If you have a lot of residential, they're going to want somewhere to go shop. So having it on the ends and in between the jobs so they can pass by it on their way home is really great. Now, commercial is going to bring in a lot of these commercial vans. So the goods and services, they're going to need trucks coming in that are dropping off goods and all that. So you want to have them on big, heavy main roads. If you have a lot of commercial on small roads, it's going to create some traffic problems. So for me, I've tried to create all the commercial where we have our big 6-lane roads, and except for the exception of here, I just wanted some restaurants and stuff on our beach area. So just a little bit sprinkled in here, but all these people have some places to go shop. All these people have some places to go shop. And all these hilltop people have lots of places to go shop. So that's basically the gist of the game so far. And now I've wanted to tinker around with the transit a lot more because we have the mass transit expansion pack. So since the last episode, I've been dabbling with a few different changes. So I extended the highway all the way up to here. And I've kind of pre-planned that eventually we're going to want to go this way, we're going to want to go this way, we're going to want to go down here. So I've just set that up for now, and then I've put in some base heavy roads with some on-ramps, off-ramps, here, here, and here. So now we can start putting in more stuff. I also wanted to play around with the new monorail system and the buses and all that. So give you guys a quick look at my traffic flow. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. So in terms of traffic, there's a little bit of jam up over here. There's some jam ups here, and little bits here. It's all just tiny little bits. And they usually just are jammed up for a little bit, and then they go away. Now, this area has a bus depot right here, so there's lots of buses coming in and out of here, as well as people going to and from work and to go shopping. So I may have to reconsider what I do about that. We'll have to see. I'm running out of space, so it's either leave the traffic issues or demolish things. So what I decided to do was play around with some new transit options. So what I did here is I added in a monorail. That's a new feature with the mass transit expansion. So I put a monorail down at the beach. I wanted to at least try and extend people over here so that they can just zip up to here and then zip across down to here and then wherever we start developing our next city, so they could tram back and forth or SkyTrain back and forth. And I thought that was pretty cool. It does cause a lot of noise pollution in the surrounding areas, so I decided shops would be better here than homes. And same with this, it's kind of far away from the homes, so not too much issues there. People won't be complaining about the loud SkyTrains. So I added in a bus route. And playing around with the bus routes was pretty simple. You could create a new line and then just tell it where you want the bus stops to go. So for this, I made one main route, this line here. It runs from the bus station all the way down the main road through the commercial avenue, so you can do your shopping if you need to. And it takes you all the way down to here and back. So it's just one line that goes up and down. And of course, whatever other buses are running in the other directions, you can get off and take a different bus. So I decided to create multiple different bus routes. So another one will take you just throughout the commercial or residential area, so people can bus around and get down to the beach and stuff like that. And then I created another one that takes you all the way through the industrial area and back. And then I'm pretty sure there's another one that just loops around the whole thing, or I'll be adding in another one that loops around the whole thing. So essentially, no matter where you are, you could take a bus back here and then take a bus over here. All the buses take you around the main streets of the city and tie you back in. And when you get off the bus here, there's a monorail station here that could take you back down to the beach or up to this part. Oh no! People... Oh, I forgot to give them water. I just expanded this little area here. And I forgot to give them water. Let's fix that real quick. Alright. So I did some road expansion in between the episodes. So I just ran... The highway was out to about here in the last episode. I ran it out further with the intentions that we're going to end up building the highway out that way, and then this way, and then that way. I'm pretty sure this little roundabout thingy will do it for us. If you want to get into here, you can go around this way. Yeah, so it all works out. It was a preset piece that I put down. Seems pretty good. Then I have some main roads running underneath it so that we can off-ramp, on-ramp. I think this new system that I've played around with is going to work a lot better than this fugly mess that I made here. But that seems to be working. The traffic's not terrible, and there should be some relief coming soon enough when we start opening up this area and people start moving around a little bit more. And we have some other transit options to play around with. I also added... The map started me off with a train, so I wanted to kind of take advantage of that train. So I put in this cargo train terminal, and what that means is people can essentially drop off their goods here rather than getting on the highway and driving them somewhere else. And a train will come by, pick that up, and take it to the next spot. So I don't really know exactly how it works. I don't see trains running on it yet, cargo trains, but I'm sure... eventually it'll start working here. I've been tinkering around with all different aspects of the transit, and I just wanted to see how it goes. So because we didn't give them water, everybody abandoned their houses. I still have to get that mod to auto demolish. But now we're in a good spot where people are just demanding more commercial. So they want to go shopping, and more people are wanting to move into the city. So we're going to need more houses. I'm going to turn the volume down real quick. Just a little bit. Alright. So I feel like in this episode we're going to expand out a little bit, which should be fun. And I also expanded out to here, and I'm thinking we could build some more residential down there, which might be nice. Now, I don't have a tourist attraction. This area would have been perfect, but I wanted to kind of leave it to more of a residential beach resort. I did add in this Alcatraz. We got a prison, a landfill, an incineration plant, and another incineration plant. So they're just burning garbage next to prisoners on this little Alcatraz island. I had to flatten it out to get this to work, but it seems like wherever you put the prison, it creates a lot of noise pollution and crime, or just like people don't want to live near a prison. And I even put it in the industrial area, and it made everybody unhappy. So they don't even want to work near a prison. So a little Alcatraz island felt pretty suitable. Hopefully nothing ever goes wrong, because the first place they're going to go is straight to the beach where all the rich people live. Well, got my fingers crossed, hoping for the best. So anyways, we have all this fertile land here, and I wanted to build some new industry, but there isn't a high demand for jobs yet. So I feel like what we should do is build some homes in this episode, and we're going to do it the hard-working folk. So I guess low-budget homes. We're not gonna like do any skyscrapers or anything. Just some low income homes, so that there's been a lot of people complaining that everybody's too educated. Essentially, they want some, I guess, not so smart people, because we put so much schools and so much education over here that everybody is just thriving and rich and smart, and they all have amazing jobs. And now we're having problems where nobody wants to work down here. So I feel like if we add in some homes down here, maybe that should solve our problem. I hope. So we're going to just put in some rows of homes and see how that works out for us. Just grid it in. Alright. I want to try to make it as efficient as possible. You know what, that's fine. We can still put some parks and stuff. I don't know if we need another road going through. That might be useful. Why not? Just so they have more avenues to get out. So they build their homes here, and they're going to want to drive to the on-ramp and off-ramp to get to work. That doesn't really take them to work. I guess they could take these back roads. Actually, no, they could get on here and then get off here. Yeah, that's good. So I feel like that's a good traffic flow. Now, somewhere around here, I'm going to want a whole lot of commercial, like heavy duty, because we have these monorails, and I can put another one in, and we'll just have huge high-rises and tons of shopping centers. So I think that's what we're going to do with this center area. So on the outskirts of our little village that we're putting in, we will have shopping. Now I could probably just drag fill this from here. And we're going to want to give it some value. We're going to need parks and stuff like that. I think this is enough for now. They're coming in already. But there's not too much going on down here in terms of services. So they're relying on whatever's over here. So we're essentially building a whole new city at this point, which is actually pretty cool. Let's put in some big parks for all these people. So we could actually utilize some of this wasted space here. Putting some big parks in. Oh, that's a big park. You know what? I feel like that's not a bad idea. Having a big park. Which one was that? Derp! Darn it. Oh well, it's a little slanted. I found that you don't want too many intersections near the on and off ramps. So maybe I'll just run it to there and there. We'll start to develop this area as commercial. Why can't I run this through here? Problem is it doesn't auto path through these, which is a real pain in the butt. You gotta zigzag underneath these pillars if you want a road passing through. Found it. Oh, perfect. Cool. So here's the big demand for commercial. I think we're just gonna fill in up here because we got new homes coming in. We have a monorail in there. They could stop off, get some shopping. We're doing high value, high density commercial. Because why not? Get some high-rise shopping done. Okay, well, eventually I think this will be another little hamlet of houses. I still need to consider office jobs, so maybe we could do some office jobs over here. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea, actually. We do have a monorail, and people want to... Yeah, they want to use that to get to work and back. So, there's some other ones, the Metro Plus monorail. So the metro is the subway underground, and I found that it's a little bit easier to set up and more, like you save a lot more space using the metro, which is the subways. Now, I don't know the disadvantage and advantages between the two because the subways are underground. You would think that they'd be quiet and don't make much noise, whereas these ones are above ground and are loud. So they seem like the same thing, but there seems like more disadvantages for the SkyTrain. But I like the SkyTrain better in terms of like looks and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a little roundabout. 6-lane road with decorative. Yeah, we could try that. I need to start expanding what roads I use because I've been just using these bus lane roads, and they're getting rather repetitive looking. And I want to kind of diversify what I'm using. I feel like the bus lane roads are useful for traffic flow, but I'm overusing them. I mean, there's just the main one going around through here, and that's where you would want your buses, I would imagine. And then I got them all up through here. So I gotta just branch off using a little bit more different styles. And then we're gonna get our monorail in over here. Oh, it's kind of noisy. See, look how noisy that area is. But if it's just thinking, office jobs, you want them quiet. But if they're high rises, doesn't the high rise mask the noise? I guess we're gonna have to find out. See, with the subways, you don't really... This takes up space, so you kind of have to think about what buildings are not going to be able to place down because of the monorail. Whereas the subway, it just goes underneath everything, so you never have to worry. This is definitely a lot more finicky and more of a challenge, but I think that's okay. And then eventually we could just have another one down here, maybe? I'll worry about that when I get to it. So it just needs some water. All these people need water. I always forget about the water. Let's expand that. And all of our new houses need water. Everyone's going to move out. This says they need power as well. How do we grid this in? Just go down the main roads. Let's get them some power. Darn it. Once the city has expanded itself a little bit, as long as the buildings are touching one another, it'll give you... You'll be able to run power to them. So eventually, I don't have to worry about all these power lines. I have to raise this one up. And once everything is touching, I'll have a network. So we can get rid of these ugly power lines later. You get more room to build. I don't know why a park needs power. So I guess they have lamps and stuff. There we go. Alright, that residential was more than enough. That amount of commercial was more than enough. Quite surprised there. Awesome. Now, in terms of education and stuff, they're not going to have much education, but these people want uneducated workers. So I guess for now it's good. I don't know how that goes, so I feel like every part of my city should have education. I mean, aren't there education options all over the place in every city? Seems rather unfair to not have educated people. But we'll see. Now, crime... No crime over here yet. There's a bit of a fire hazard problem, so we'll get a fire station in on the main roads. This area could probably use a little as well. You know what? it's lumberland. We don't want the whole thing to burn down. That'll reach out to about here, and then we could put another one on the main road here. Now, everybody's happy. Could probably use a cemetery. People will start dying. And a clinic. Gotta give them their necessities, so they at least want to live here. And we gave them a couple parks, right? Couple. I feel like we can give them one more. What other options do we have? Park with plaza and picnic tables? Yeah. Basketball court. Alright, we're spoiling them now. Skate park. Oh, I think the skate park would be kind of cool around this little metro area. People get off the SkyTrain and they go to the skate park. Yeah! Awesome. And how do we do the office buildings? So there's this one, office zone. What kind of stuff can we do for these? So leisure specialization. Districts specialized in leisure activities have more vibrant nightlife and many options for daytime relaxation as well. Causes noise pollution. That might be a cool thing to have. I kind of like that idea for here. We might try that. But all these shops are going to change. They'll go down. Go down in flames. Let's try it out. This will be our metro area, where we have a nice nightlife. Everything's bumping. People are coming from their little small town to go party and relax. Now these buildings are going to start changing. Uh-oh. What have we done? Well, they're still going to need shops. Maybe I overdid it. I think there's a way to... Oh, look at that. You can snap it to the roads. Yeah, I just want this little sector, I think. Oh, look at that. That'll be the nightlife. Right around the highway. Everyone partying around the highway. Hopefully that works out. I don't really know. And then we're going to need some actual shops then. Well, we have some around here, so that works. Let's put some more crossroads in. Sorry. Well, I guess we could have a couple shops around here since we have a monorail. That's kind of odd. Whoops. Darn it. Placing roads can get finicky. I just want more hilltop houses. It's not quite working out. There we go. Oh, that's a problem. I can't go underneath? Oh. There we go. Stretch it down. Come on. Oh, that's an interesting bridge. We're gonna have to do that. Looks neat. All right. So, shops all around this area. And then more little houses. Very nice. Oh my god, look at all this. Not enough workers. Overeducated workers. Ugh. Well, hopefully our population starts to rise now that we've added in all these new houses. And hopefully some uneducated workers spring up from it. We just got to make sure not to give them schools, I guess, but I feel really bad for doing that. There must be a better solution. Can't we have... Well... Guess there's dumb people everywhere we go. Just gonna have to deal with it. Oh well. Alright, let's take a look at our city while we wait for this little area to develop a bit more. So, welcome to White Rock. Love these houses. I'm really happy about that. Very nice looking. All the skyscrapers behind them. Love it. There's our White Rock. Little sky train. Look at all these high-tech houses. Put the high-tech housing thing on. They look awesome. Wow. Yeah, this is looking really cool. All our buses coming in and out. Some crazy commercial happening up here. Oh, what's that? Little flat ride. Industry. Our industry still looks very like ghetto, like very rustic and old. There's no tech here. I was hoping that, like, since we had so many smart people, they would move over here and turn these into like high-tech power plants and stuff. Well, I guess they have some tech. Let's see here. Coal plant. Oh, that's a power plant. So, oh, these are all my... Yeah. So, yeah, everything's just a bunch of factories. Fish stick factory. Aero Designs. That one's kind of high-tech. Bruce Enterprise. High-tech gadgets. Eco-friendly company. Okay, there's a little bit of tech happening here. It's actually a little bit more advanced than I thought it was. Just from a distance, when you look at it, it's just all smokestacks, and it looks a little grimy, doesn't it? Then there's Lumberland, and everybody's just dying for workers here. So hopefully all that gets sorted out as soon as... Well, let's put some more houses in. Now, I want to see, are my monorails actually working? Like, is there something I'm supposed to set up with these? Operating normally. Passengers served last week, 0. That seems to be a problem. How's it operating normally if nobody's been on it? Well, I guess that's normal. Oh. Do I have to set up a route? I guess I do. Oh. Monorail line. Oh! Derp. There we go. So it wasn't even working. Well, now you guys know. What? Cannot find path? What are you talking about? Is that not connected? It seems to be broken, doesn't it? Why is it... I must have done something to that. So, what? Add stop. Cannot find path. Aha! Whoops. And then we come back again. Well, does it have to loop back? Because we want to have 2 lines, don't we? Oh well. Well, they need to go to and from, so... Alright, it's all linked up now. That is good to know. What else haven't I set up then? Do I have to do that with my trains? Which one's train? Train. There it is. Train line. Cargo train terminals can't have train stops, but the line can go through them. So I don't think my cargo trains are working. Why aren't there trains coming in to pick up cargo? Doesn't seem right, does it? I mean, they're dropping off cargo. Nobody's coming to pick them up. Maybe if we add in a train station and get this train operational. Oh, never mind. We got a train. Beautiful. Awesome. I love watching trains. I'm gonna have to run it around the hills and stuff and make it look all cool. Alright, they are starting to demand... Oh, crap. I always forget about the water. There you go. I should just grid everything. Water. Does this park need water? Everything needs water. So many abandoned buildings. They want more commercial. Let's give them more. Oh, look at this nightlife coming together here. That's from our new leisure zone. Hey, look. There's like game stations. Oh, that's awesome. Ah. Alright, we got gaming cafes. Wow. Wicked. So you gotta go play games, buy some soda across the street, get junk food and games. I love it. Let's make this place come alive. So I did this whole inner area. I said they want more commercial, but they don't really specify. Oh, look at that. Capital City. Oh, we can do ships. Harbors. and cargo. Now, I wonder if we can set up ferries and all that, because, like, if I did one down here, where are they going to go? Like, over here? I guess I could flatten out some of these islands and have, like, a ferry taking you over to here. That might be kind of neat. Yeah, these are all, like, very high and unusable mountains, aren't they? I'm gonna have to terraform them if I want to use them. I'll stay into the mainland for now and worry about ferries in the long run. If I build out this whole area, that's a pretty good city, I would say. And if I feel like continuing on, I'll build over here and here. Awesome. I'm feeling good about this. We got a little night party happening in here. And I can't wait to see this develop further. Alright. So there you go, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode. We're at 37 minutes on the recording. Got quite a bit done in this episode. And in the next one, I'm going to finish developing this whole area. Probably add some offices in. Maybe we'll even try to expand to this little area. Make a little side project out of that. But definitely going to start filling up here. And people are moving in. And we're basically starting a second city, aren't we? So I'm pretty excited about this. And this is just going kaboom. People love it down here. So there you go, everybody. That's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.